You're starting to see them pop up across New Mexico, though they can't yet open. Dozens of entrepreneurs lining up to open recreational pot shops on April 1st. KRQE News 13 investigator Ann Perrette looked into the rules they're facing and how many of these businesses you'll be seeing.
Applications are in, some already approved, to turn established medical marijuana shops, smoke shops, even an old strip club, and plenty of other closed businesses into recreational cannabis shops.
There's no limit to the amount of licenses that can be issued as long as they're able to meet the law in the Cannabis Regulation Act and the rules and requirements set forth by the division and the department.
No limit, meaning the Cannabis Control Division can approve countless retail licenses, and we could theoretically see pot shops on just about every street in New Mexico.
We have so much interest in folks who are applying to be part of this industry, and that's because it's an industry like none other.
Take a look at where that interest is showing up in Albuquerque. Going off the state's website, we plotted every address in the city where retail license applicants are hoping to set up shop come April 1st. There are more than 80 of them.
I think it'll be good for the economy. I know it's going to bring a lot of jobs to New Mexico.
While a lot of people see the new industry as a positive for New Mexico, not everyone wants it moving in next door.
I'm not really for the recreational.
Laurel Kehoe has her reasons. Her family's optical clinic butts up to this shopping center on Montgomery, which used to house a medical marijuana shop that had its problems.
And they kept getting broke into. They also got held at gunpoint.
I noticed the signs that you guys have.
Yes, we pack.
And that's as a result, I'm assuming.
Exactly.
The shop closed a while back, but now there's an application in to turn the vacant business into a recreational cannabis shop. Kehoe says they're not thrilled, but she knows
we have no control what's going to go in next to us.
She's right. The Cannabis Regulation Act gives every local government the discretion to choose where a pot shop can be located.
I mean, it's just like a liquor store, right? You don't want them to be close to schools. You don't like those types of things, but same type of deal to me.
That's the case in Albuquerque. Recreational marijuana can't be sold within 300 feet of a school or daycare, and shops have to be at least 600 feet apart from each other.
We don't want concentrations of certain businesses in certain places.
But looking through applications, we found several addresses close together, which may violate that rule. Councilor Isaac Benton just introduced a bill to council clarifying that the first applicant in an area gets dibs.
That is where the city would come in, and the city would need to keep track of the applications and the date that they were approved. Not the date they were applied for, but the date they were approved.
According to the state, it's the applicant's job to make sure they're compliant with the home city's rules. Deputy Superintendent Victor Reyes says his staff inside the Regulation and Licensing Department is helping each prospective business owner navigate the extensive application. They're hosting monthly webinars and making themselves available for any and all questions.
That's very important to ensuring that every single New Mexican that wants entry into this industry has that opportunity.
But it's also overwhelming the office. As of Friday, the Cannabis Control Divisions received 404 applications for the 6 types of licenses that cover everything from growing to selling. Specific to retail, 138 have applied statewide. The divisions approved 20 of those. The deputy superintendent is expecting many more.
I think the market is going to do a really good job of helping us right-size that. But I think that right now the demand is high, and it should be high.
The demand has Reyes' staff frequently working overtime. He's hoping to more than double the team, or the process of reviewing licenses will slow down. So the several applicants awaiting approval may not be able to open their doors to sell recreational cannabis on April 1. Ann Perrette, KRQE investigates.
After shops do open, the Cannabis Control Division says compliance officers will be checking in and inspecting retail shops to confirm that license holders are following the rules. To take a look at where applicants are hoping to open up shop and what it takes to do so, just go to krqe.com.